What is going on with CapCut? For those of you who don't know, CapCut is this mobile video editing app. It rose to popularity along with the rise of TikTok. Around 2021 was the first time I ever heard of it, and at the time there were several other video editing apps that you could use like InShot, VN Editor, and Premiere Rush. Well, CapCut rose to the top of this list and became the default app to use when you're editing your videos for TikTok, Reels, and the like. It did so because of numerous features that people liked. First of all, it was very easy to use, and it allowed people to add effects and transitions that were popular and trendy at the time very easily. And pretty much anyone could just jump right in and produce a short video for their social media. To top it off, you could also link it with your TikTok account and then use trending TikTok songs in your projects easier, making the production process much smoother for anyone trying to quickly get out a video. And it even became so popular, they launched a desktop and web version of their apps to allow people to edit more seriously. These versions of the apps were obviously more advantageous since you get to use a bigger screen, a keyboard and mouse, and you can leverage the higher processing power of a computer versus a phone. But that was then. Lately, however, opening CapCut is somewhat of a nightmare. On Android at least, when you first open the app, you're served with an ad. And once you're done editing your project, before you export, before the export starts, you're served again with another ad. And ads have become more aggressive lately. They are numerous. Instead of the normal 10-second, then skip, or even 30 seconds, then skip, you might wait a whole 30 seconds, press skip, and then you're taken to another stage of the ad and another stage before you can export your video. And imagine what happens when you notice a mistake in the final edit and you have to open the app and go through all this again. It's just a nightmare. Of course, they have to make money somehow, so they introduced a pro version of the app. And with their model, some features are pro and others are free. But in the free version, you get to see both pro and free assets. Things like transitions, overlays, and whatnot. The only trouble is, majority of the good assets are pro, and even if you're in the free version of the app, you are allowed to use the pro features. And by the way, the banner for a pro element and a normal element is, if you're not careful to the average eye, it just blends in. So when you finally go to export, is when they'll get you say, you have a few pro assets in your project. Would you like to upgrade to pro? It's a gotcha, which leaves a sour taste in your mouth. When you make an app, you want to be able to make money off it somehow. That's fair enough, right? But what they're doing with the way they're going about with the monetization leaves a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths. I personally don't want to open CapCut anymore for said reasons. And it's not like I was someone who was an avid user of CapCut. I mean, I prefer editing on a desktop with a bigger screen, keyboard and mouse, just because it's easier for me to interface with an editing app like that. Plus, I find features on CapCut limit what I'm trying to do too much compared to when I'm using a Premiere Pro or DaVinci. But a few times you will find yourself out in the wild and you need to get something out quick and easy. And it's in these situations where I did find myself having to open CapCut. In fact, I wouldn't have even known about this problem if I wasn't in such a situation. So if I'm trying to get out a video in say 10 minutes maximum, a short one, maybe I'm at an event or whatever, and I need to get something out quickly, all these barriers just make it much difficult and increase the time that it takes for me to get something out. Watching numerous ads, sifting through the pro versus free features and assets, and then trying to remove the watermark. I mean, if you know OG CapCut, you know at the very end of every project, there is a little animated CapCut logo that is always there. Of course, you can delete this and you can even turn it off in settings so that it never appears in any new project. However, they've also realized this, and so to brand themselves more, they've put a little watermark with the logo on the top left corner of all your projects. And let me tell you, removing this is such an annoyance. It takes forever, it's not responsive, it doesn't behave like any normal element in your timeline. Maybe that's just me not having interacted with CapCut for so long that makes it difficult for me to notice, but online these days, instead of seeing videos at the end with CapCut, now I'm seeing CapCut on the top left corner of many videos. So it's not just me who is not able to get rid of it. Hi there, it's me. I was getting some B-roll for this specific part of the video and I realized they had an update and now it is impossible to get rid of this new watermark unless you are on the pro version, which is crazy. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so the gist of it is I won't be opening CapCut for any projects from now on. If I can help it at all, I'll not even touch the app. I will look for an alternative app, and if there's nothing that suits my needs, I guess I'll just have to carry my computer along or wait until I'm in a place where I have access to such. Then I'll do my edits. And granted, yes, one could say just pay for the pro version, but this is not something personally I use a lot. So having a subscription of something you don't use is just bad use of money. And so for that reason, I will not be using CapCut until something changes at least, or until I find a new app that is still user-friendly. So comment down below if you have any of those apps that are alternatives to CapCut, and I'll be looking through them. Otherwise, I'll just stick to editing on a desktop for now. Anyway, that's been it. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. And if you did like it and found it informative, give it a thumbs up and maybe even a subscribe.